This is the Morning Swim Show for Friday, February 19th, 2010. I'm your host, Peter Bush. In the Finis Monitor today, we'll talk to swimmer Chloe Sutton. And later in the show, we'll have the results of the poll of the week and give you a new poll question. But first, Chloe Sutton from Mission Viejo is the current leader in the USA Swimming Grand Prix series. And if she wins, the 18-year-old will be able to keep that $20,000 check because she recently turned pro. And Chloe Sutton joins us right now in the Finis Monitor. Hi, Chloe. How you doing?
Hi, good. How are you?
Good. It looks beautiful where you are.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice day out today.
Well, you've been swimming some of your best that we've ever seen in the past couple of months. I mean, do you think it was just the weight lifted off your shoulders of making that pro decision?
I don't know. It's been, great so far becoming a professional. It's, I was in limbo for so long. The pressure really was lifted as soon as I just finally was like, okay, I'm doing it. But I've been training really hard, and Coach Rose and I have been working together very well, and it's been really exciting lately.
I've seen you at races where you've won, maybe like $10,000 at an open water race, but you had to give the check back because you were trying to maintain that college eligibility. I mean, do you look back and count up all the money that you could have won had you made this decision sooner?
Yeah, I look back at some of the races that I had to turn down a lot of money, but, I was able to donate it to Special Olympics, so it went to a good cause, and, I'm glad that I waited to make my decision until I was closer. You never know what can happen, and now that I've done it, it's been good.
With the decision to go pro, a lot of people argue that, hey, college is not just important because you get an education, but it's an important step in development for most people. How are you going to make sure that as you grow, you get that independence? I mean, are you going to stay at home with the parents? What are you going to do to grow up, essentially?
Well, I travel so much with open water in the pool, and, I really get that, a lot of people say that I'm going to miss out on swimming in a college team. But I really get that team sense with Team USA, and my team at home is really close too. But as far as getting my independence, just because I'm not swimming in college doesn't mean I'm not going to go off to college. I will. I'm going to go off to college after 2012, and make sure that I get the college experience and gain my independence. It's just, I want to focus on swimming right now and then college later because I have such an opportunity right now. I really just want to take advantage of that.
You made your first splash in the international scene on the open water front. You are definitely rocking the pool swimming right now. What's going to be the focus for 2012?
Both. I'm going to try to do it all. It's going to be a really big challenge, but Coach Rose believes in me, and he believes that I really can make the Olympic team in both, and so that's my goal at this point. It's also nice to be able to go to open water trials, and if I don't make that, then, I can go to the pool and have that opportunity. But I'm going to focus on being the best swimmer I can be in all arenas. When
Swimming World's Garrett McCaffrey interviewed you in Oklahoma City when you first made your pro decision, some things were still in limbo. Where do you stand right now with sponsors, agents, all that stuff?
I have a manager that I'm working with right now, and it's been so exciting. We have a lot of really, really exciting things going on right now. As far as sponsors go, everything's just going so well. I can't really talk about a lot of the things because they're still, in the process, and I'm talking to people, but it's all going really well.
You beat Katie Hoff in the 500 free in Long Beach a month or so ago. Did you consider that a breakthrough swim?
Definitely. I've never really been a short course swimmer, and, I'm improving on my turns all the time, and improving in short course. I was really excited about that time. That was like a 4-second drop for me. Katie's been my idol as long as I can remember. She's just an amazing athlete, and to be able to put myself and be able to just swim next to her was phenomenal. So it was a really exciting race for me, and I'm hoping that I can have a drop like that in the 400 coming up here soon.
All right, Chloe, fill in the blanks for me if you can. It would give me great pleasure to beat blank in a big race.
Oh, man. If you're saying open water, everybody's gunning for Larissa Olshenko. She's the Olympic gold medalist, and she has the best strategy anybody could ever have. But then in the pool, I don't know. Since pool swimming is so much just about times, I really focus on times. I don't have anybody specifically that I'm gunning for. I'm just trying to get faster.
There's no one who it would just it would be a delight to touch out in a big race?
Not really. I mean, I love racing, but in the end, pool swimming is all about times, and that's really all I focus on.
Fair enough.
I guess you could say, like some of the guys I train with in practice, we're always competing with our times, and that's usually who I focus on when I'm racing, is making sure that I beat those guys that I train with.
All right, right now, as we mentioned at the beginning of the show, you are the points leader in the Grand Prix series, which puts you in a pretty good position to win the prize, but some people have argued that it's not a very good series because only the winner gets the prize money. I mean, do you think that's right?
I mean, I've competed in races like the Tiburon Mile where it's winner takes all. And that puts a lot more pressure on the athletes to, really, give it their best because there's only one person who gets it all. So, it just makes it kind of more challenging and a little bit more exciting than just saying, top 5 gets something. Everybody's competing for one spot, and it makes it a lot more competitive.
All right, so going forward towards 2012, you said you're going to do both open water and pool races. So how are you going to pick your spots?
I'm pretty sure that USA Swimming makes it so that, we have the opportunity to compete in both. Open water nationals are in June, and pool nationals aren't until July. And then, I've looked at the schedule, and it's, I don't think anything is too conflicting. I think, Coach Rose helps look out for me in that sense as well, making sure that, I have the opportunity to do both. If one does start affecting the other, I will have to probably make a big decision. But at this point, I think that I can do both, and, it would be, a big statement for me to be able to do that. So that's what I'm working towards.
Well, Chloe, congratulations on the recent success, and good luck striking that balance as we head towards 2012.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's Chloe Sutton joining us from beautiful Southern California, and we will be right back with the new poll question.
Hi, I'm Josh Davis, and welcome to Mutual of Omaha's
All right, poll of the week this week was, which impressive streak was more likely to end? Auburn, which has won 13 consecutive men's SEC swimming and diving championships, or the Stanford men, who have won an incredible 28 straight Pac-10 titles? The votes have been tallied, and 47% of you think Stanford is more likely to lose the streak this year. About 28% of you said Auburn, and a quarter of you said neither. All right, new poll question. Who will win the overall points total in the ongoing USA Swimming Grand Prix series? A few choices for you here. Rebecca Soni, Matt Grievers, or Chloe Sutton, or other. Chloe Sutton, as we mentioned earlier in the show, is right now the current leader, but there are still 5 events to go. You can go to swimmingworld.com and cast your vote. And that's it for the show today. Have a nice weekend. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish. The February issue of Swimming World magazine focuses most of its pages on the high-tech suit debate and the last hurrah of the controversial suits that dominated the headlines in the past 2 years. On our cover is Rebecca Soni, who blazed through 2 world records at the Duel in the Pool, where some wore high-tech suits in its final days of existence. On page 10, we begin 10 pages of commentary and comments from swimmers, coaches, and journalists on the pros and cons of FINA's decision to ban the suits. From master swimmer David Guthrie to Auburn coach Brett Hawk, readers will learn how the swimming world has prepared for the new era of swimming. We continue to look ahead to the new decade on page 8, as John Lone highlights some of the big moments we can expect in swimming in the next 10 years. Our recaps of the final meets of 2009 begin on page 20, with the USA Swimming Senior and Junior National Championships, followed by the European Short Course Championships and the Duel in the Pool. Our swim section features an article by Carlin Pipes-Nielsen on improving breaststroke and butterfly, and a profile of swimmer Laureen Welting. In the swimming techniques section, you can catch Michael Stott's Q&A with Ryan Kalaki, coach at Ouachita Baptist University. And we wrap up this month's issue with profiles of national age group record setters from Irvine, California, and our age group swimmer of the month, as well as a rundown of the long course national age group top 10. If you're not a subscriber, just go to swimmingworld.com and click on the subscribe link.